Morning, Shed Talk. I've had an interesting week. Worked with psychologically with quite a few people this week through Zoom and in our own space within my private therapy room, which the Shed's converted into that, and I'm allowed to do because I'm a registered therapist. I don't just work with people as in physical fitness. And a couple of people that we've been working with this week, we've been looking at, we all look at the world in the same way, but we all respond differently to the same world. And we looked at how people deal with different situations in their life, and how somebody or two people can have the same or similar situation, but we view it differently. And we only view our map of the world through our experiences, how we've progressed, how we've developed, what's been good, what's been bad in our life, what's worked well in our life, what's not worked so well in our life. When it comes to making decisions, we tend to make our decisions from our internal references through, again, our experiences. And I was working with a lady yesterday, and we was looking at our maps of the world, because her map of the world is different to somebody else's map of the world. And where do the two maps meet? And the map of the world is your perception and your reality and your belief systems. And again, they've only come together through our personal experiences. And when we're looking at where do we start to learn, where do we start to evolve and learn from each other, well, there must then become a shared experience where two people come together and you start to share the similarities, or you learn off of each other. And then that's where, if this is the two worlds, because of people having two different perceptions, but within one world, I hope that makes sense, because we all have a different view of reality, or personal reality. It's not always the man next door's reality, if you like. So, at the edge of the map, this is where all learning takes place. And this is where you can grow and develop and take new belief systems on and get an understanding of where somebody else is within their life. And having an understanding of where somebody else is within their life and what they're going through. As a therapist, I feel quite honoured at times to experience that. And learning, sorry, just dropped the pen, and being an NLP practitioner and like stepping into that part of that person to have a sense and an experience, if you like, because NLP is based on modelling. If somebody's thinking this way, if somebody's doing this way, you know, what if I took those belief systems on and started thinking that way and started acting in that way, then how would it then affect my life? And it's used a lot in sports, and it's used a lot in business management, and it's used a lot in life in general and managing yourself through life. Because life's not easy. Life will be tough for all of us at some point in our lives. And through that toughness, you know, comes some internal conflict, and we have to deal with that in our ways. And at that time, you know, we always think our ways is the right way until we have another view of maybe this way. But sometimes we get into places where we can't see the wood for the trees, and that makes our decisions and our choices in life maybe not so greater for other people's experiences of them, but it can feel okay for us. I hope this makes sense. And I'm not talking about anybody in particular, I'm talking this on a whole, and my experience of working with people for 25 years. And it amazes me how the importance of communicating and talking to people and allowing people to be able to talk and allowing people to express themselves without having any boundaries there and having no conditions there, and getting into that where having unconditional love, not instead of love as in I love you if you behave in this way, I love you if you act this way. You know, breaking away from the conditional kind of love. What, you know, at times we tend to put on people, because sometimes we want people to live their lives their way because it makes us feel comfortable. If we're wanting people to live their life their way because it makes us feel comfortable, for me, and this is a personal experience, there's something there that I need to work on, because that's about me, that's not about them. So it's been quite a reflective week. And the point of today's Shed Talk is we must communicate. We're in a world of where it's different at the moment. Will it get back to the norm, whatever that norm is? I don't know. How am I processing it? How am I dealing with it? I'm managing what I can manage, and I'm not giving time and attention to what I can't manage. I'm setting myself long-term goals. And if I have a long-term goal, there's some daily goals what are attached to that. I do things just for today. I manage myself from getting up and going to bed. I'm going to do it just for today. I'm going to fetch my attitude of gratitude into there for the people that I communicate with, the people that communicate with me. And that's just my thoughts for today. If you can take something from this, please do. If you can't, that's okay. Some of it might have sounded complicated. That's probably my interpretation and not explaining it that way. Have a good day.